Okay, Sailor.
Well,
Well,
Void. Okay, I take that back now.
Right. Druid mid. No,
reset,
right.
reset.
Yeah.
Lone Druid could still be solo off lane / mid. You know, there's still potential.
Okay, there is.
Or he could just
Void
be the mid.
Targets.
He probably is just mid at this point. We should probably stop trying to. Yeah.
Agreed. But yeah, he's going to be the carry for TeamSpirit. This lovely jubbly boy can lock down that puck and beat him into the ground along with the AA as well. No real annoyances for him just yet, but yeah, I mean, of course, you can stop the rage and get on top of him and do some damage. Doesn't have much armor either on the lifestealer, so always a nice option to be able to do that. But if he goes for that halberd, it could be pretty annoying for the Void.
Yeah, lifesteal is all about
game.
Yeah, he needs the evasion, and yeah, overall, it's probably will be. He needs to be able to match farm, so it probably will be the Maelstrom Halberd game for sure. Like, there's no reason for him to go Armlet Deso, because they don't actually have a hero for him to really play off to get the kill. Like, he doesn't have that Slardar. Sure, he has a Nyx, but it's not as a clean of a connection as like that Blink Initiate. Pucks, this game I would expect maybe more of. He probably could go for the Blink, but again, it's an awkward move if your Puck's the one jumping with a lifestealer.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I think that TSpirit could just pick up a casual
one.
Oh, big.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Just got that ban out there in time. Jesus, that was a sweaty one, boys. Sweaty
What's
one.
their offlane? Is Mars in the pool? Oh, Mars in the pool. They can just go for like the casual big man strat where it's really hard to kill every hero. Lifestealer, physical damage. Mars pretty good against physical damage.
Seems alright.
Laning phase does pretty well.
Yeah.
Play with the Snapfire. I guess your Snapfire is a 5 hit, but it still plays really well with the Rubik as well if he's your 4.
I would like to see some more lockdown though. That's a big thing.
Okay.
Oh. Ugh.
It does well against the Lifestealer in terms of lane. You got the Purge to take away the open wounds. Melee v melee hero. Abaddon normally fares well.
It's a bad.
You can get rid of the cold feet. Nah, I can rate it this game because you're supported by the fact that you have Chrono, Snapfire, and a Rubik, right? Normally, I hate Abaddon picks when they're first phase, right? When they get countered. But in this instance, I don't mind.
I look at this TeamSpirit draft, and what the hell do they do? Like, okay, yeah, Chrono, Snapfire, ulti, pretty neat.
Yep.
What else? Like, I just feel like there's so little initiation, lockdown, damage.
No, for sure.
Like everything just feels it's a very toothless draft in my opinion from TeamSpirit. This is a draft that wants to survive, not a draft that wants to do anything. But you know, I guess their objective taking is very good with the Druid and the Abaddon. You know, it's a great combination there, just to rip down towers when the opportunity arises. But will the opportunity arise? We'll see. I just want to see something nice. Maybe put the puck up mid still against the Druid. It's not a great matchup, but it'll do. And yeah, let's get like a high tempo offlaner. Maybe there's a Centaur still around. He's still around. The Mars is still around. Any of these guys would look pretty good to me. Or maybe go for some hard lockdown to assure you a Void kill in the right situations. Or maybe put the puck offlane and go Lina mid. Would work.
Or maybe they go for the casual Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend. Never be surprised by CA.
I think now that you know it's a Lone Druid mid, I think you have to put the puck offlane.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do anything. And then you just pick up a casual mid hero that can play against Lone Druid.
Yep. Razor's been banned out. DP's been banned out. So that was TeamSpirit basically saying early on, just like,
It's
like, get him out of here.
Exactly. Go. This Lone Druid's mid. We don't want anyone going mid against him.
Yep. Maybe DK.
Oh, dude, I was thinking. Oh man, I should have said it.
Don't think.
I was thinking like Huskar's pretty cool, you know. All these heroes are slow, and then I was like, nah, it might be a bit too Kappa. Damn it. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You know, I didn't shoot my shot. Didn't get the prize.
Didn't get the girl. Didn't save the world. But yeah, this Huskar's going to put a very, very lovely spin on this HellRaisers lineup, and I really, really like what HellRaisers is doing here. I think their draft looks much, much better. TeamSpirit.
I'm sold.
Yeah, I'm glad you're with me here. We're both jumping aboard the HellRaisers rowing boat as we head down this river of Dota.
Yeah, as we're paddling on this boat, the main thing is you have to ask yourself the question, like, when you draft, you normally have a tick box, right? Can we deal with Brood? Can we deal with Meepo? Can we deal with Huskar? Can we deal with early push? Can we deal with they're insane team fight. You know, that's like kind of like the general criteria of like a draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this instance, they forgot the Huskar box, because even if you chrono this man and then you snap fire out this guy, how do you kill him? Like, you don't have anyone that really wants to buy a vessel. Really, like maybe the snapfire could buy it. Your lone druid doesn't do any damage to him at any stage of the game. You have all melee cores against him, so obviously his disarm's gonna be really strong. Like, overall, this is like the most boss tier Huskar pick that should control the game. But we'll see. You know Huskars in your pubs. They have a good laning phase. They run by themselves. They die once. They say, "Where is team?" They die a second time. They drop their arms on the ground, but don't deny them. They just drop them. You know, like I'm sure Kasani in a pro game won't do this.
I almost
Yeah, we've seen. No, I'm just kidding. It's Kasani. I have no doubts about Kasani. He seems like a pretty solid dude as far as I can tell. But yeah, let's get into it. Game number 1 in the Best of 3 series between HellRaisers and TeamSpirit. And yeah, both very much on board the HellRaisers boat. And
Yeah.
you know what? I'm
Do you
going to
have
ask
the
it again.
prediction overlay? Do you have the prediction overlay on the screen, or?
If it wasn't paused, I can draw it on the minimap.
Okay, yeah. Nomad, yeah. I'll write mine off.
That is some incredible handwriting. Goodness me. But yeah, let's see if this pays off. I mean, I'm ready to be proved wrong. What are the ways in which TeamSpirit can take this game? Obviously, they've got 2 of these hard carry heroes in the Lone Druid and the Void. So when it gets to the kind of late game, you aren't going to have issues taking these big boys down. Either of them could kick off.
I think it's all about this Abaddon. I think if he's the one hero right now that's going to have like the purest of laning phase, where he's going to be able to exist, punish, and get that early farm. I think if he can maybe have some type of game, take an early tower, because Huskar lineups, they really thrive when laning phase is very equal and the Huskar can move forward with his side lanes being fine. If his side lanes are under pressure and then he wants to go forward with his armlet, there's an issue in, sure, you make that one super aggressive mid rotation or that one tower rotation with the Huskar, but you lose so much out on the side lanes. You maybe lose 2 towers to fuel one that you can take.
Yeah.
So I think TeamSpirit right now, they have to really all in on a high quality laning phase, just because you know the Huskar is going to have a good time. And if as long as you can do that, then I think they're in a good spot to at least have potentially better map movements, pushing out lanes, skipping the certain waves, and then play for the Huskars out of position. But I think right now, there's no way you kill him at any point unless he is wildly by himself or, yeah. I'm very concerned about this.
Yeah, it's looking good for it. But we'll monitor from the sidelines, as is our job, you know. And Nick's gonna come forward.
Yeah.
Oh, those sick right clicks from Immersion, drawing first right click.
30 seconds to battle.
Very important metric, of course.
If you could bet on that, that is a wild one.
That is well. Firstly,
to
you
throw?
gotta get a ranged hero.
Wait, does it include misses? Like it doesn't mean if
Oh,
you
yeah,
throw, you
no,
have to
no, it
connect.
has to
The
connect,
first
has to
damage output in the game.
First damage output. Oh yeah, that could really mix it up as well. Because if it was
You
just
just
right
bet
click,
on-
you just go choose a ranged support here, and you probably
Yeah. You bet on Invoker with Sunstrike. That's like the big brain.
The battle begins.
ruin everyone's bets.
Ah,
They
okay.
went 50-50 on the
2-for-2
runes.
split,
Let's
yeah.
see. Yeah, always scary when there's a druid on the enemy team. You know, they never know what's going to go on. One of these sneaky
yeah,
bear
the bait and
wraparounds.
switch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it looks like they kept their cool and were able to control up these bounties. Also, I talk about this a little bit, but do you know what those things on the druid are? Because when I first saw these, I thought these were like some kind of 80s sick-looking, mad techno goggles.
They're like cyberpunk glasses, right? Like he's. Oh no, they're the goggles you put on when you get a fake tan. You know, he just forgot to take them
Incorrect,
off.
TeaGuvnor. Incorrect. No, in fact, these are very, very old technology snow goggles. Before they had lenses, they used to wear these things where they just like have basically
Wow.
material slits in them, usually made out of animal hides, and
Thank you.
yeah, you could that would stop the snow blasting your face off whenever you're an Inuit in the middle of the snowstorms. Pretty cool. There you go.
Oh, so I went for the complete opposite answer.
And
Unfortunate.
we are learning. That's okay. Kasani taking a couple
We
of
smart
hits here.
now.
getting himself back to his tower. You know, it's not an amazing lane, but it's definitely not a horrible lane for the Huskar. He's going to do just fine, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, Huskar's gonna love life here. He's just gonna hit creeps. He's gonna
Live, laugh, love.
do shenanigans. Like the early point in a
Huskar.
fire means Lone Druid's kind of mitigated. Like Lone Druid's all about that one clutch right click, gets the root, yada yada yada. You've seen it a million times before.
Yep.
Gets the inner fire, can mitigate all those problems.
Absolutely. The undo button, as it were. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we got Nyx on the Lifestealer, who's starting things off, you know, with a gentle 5-1. You know, he's hanging. Meanwhile, Nograda, pretty much the same. They're both just hanging out. Push creep and stealing a range creep here and there with Chilling Touch, just putting an end to any kind of right-click wars on that one, because he is just too valuable to risk letting go to the enemy team.
I think the important thing to note though is top lane. This is where the biggest discrepancy is. The
What the
Void
hell's going on
7
with
for
them?
7.
Why are they in the river?
Hulk,
The creeps got
0 for 1.
lost.
Roger pulled the wave, and then a rogue HellRaisers creep had come over as well. But right now, I think the way that Roger and Funnick are trying to play this lane, they tried to pull some creeps, but in doing so, this Void just got complete free CS on the first 2 waves, and see him now, 8 for 7. This is not how you want to start your lane. This is what I mean though, like if Spirit can pull ahead in their side lanes, and this Heartscar pick, it does decrease in value slightly.
Well, a bit of a silence draws on the map. I mean, where's First Blood going to come from? What are you expecting here?
I'm gonna go with a top lane.
Top lane?
Puck's,
Okay.
Puck's gonna waste orb, and then they're gonna kill him with the bash and the cookie.
Nah, he's going to get bashed when he tries to jaunt to the orb and then get killed by it, I think.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I'll
can
keep
get
an eye
behind
on top.
I can get behind that. First of 10 kills? It's definitely Hellraisers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Spirit don't really
Hellraisers
do
will.
anything.
Yeah. No, they don't. They
Mid
tickle.
lane rotation,
First-
they're looking for Kasani right now, and they might well just find...
They're in a fire. This is what I mean. The druid
Yeah.
wants to go, but no. In a fire, you get out of here.
Is that a Huskar accent?
Oh, not really. I just kind of went. I just threw out an accent. just to
Freestyling.
Yeah, exactly. Just
like
the
it.
international accent. Accent of the world.
Well, they're showing a bit of love into Nograda down in the bottom lane as he's dropping low from the right clicks of Aposhka. All this disgustingly large range on the Ancient Apparition. Doing him in right now. And the moment Nograda disappears to south, he gets right back to work. Right clicking down these fools. Nyx is having a pretty standard time. It's not a free lane by any stretch, but he's enjoying life.
The slow and steady laning phase. One team has minimal kill potential.
Oh,
The other team.
Roger, he's in some trouble. He manages to
Wait,
get off the spike
wait,
carapace,
kill
but...
him. Oh,
Oh, he
look
just,
at him.
just walks away. He's got the brown boots. LTW recognizing immediately that there's no actual way for him to keep on chasing that guy, and he's just like, well, the moment he's out of right click range, he's gone. See you later.
I was trying to set the scene, you know, that quiet, like the calm, everyone's farming, and then Roger's like,
You know what?
nope, don't worry, I'm
Root
on
in the
it."
middle lane. Kasani, he's dropping low. He gets him.
Oh,
Right click comes
Kasani!
through. Ergon gets it up the high ground. Looks like he used the end of fire a little bit early on in that gank, or maybe even just for a last hit or something. But Ergon certainly taking advantage
my.
and finding himself the kill.
Yeah, I
First
guess
blood in
if
the
you
middle
use
lane.
your inner fire at the wrong time, then he's going to be able to chase you down, and if you get the root,
Radiant's middle
It's
tower
obnoxious
is
as hell.
under attack.
And now your tower's going to take a bit of a spanking from the bear as well. My man's got Demolish for the 30% extra building damage. Gets a couple of right clicks on there. It doesn't really do much. Before the Huskar's back in town. Meanwhile, top lane. Oh, they're forward onto the puck.
What a
He
beautiful
doesn't
scam.
have the orb. He doesn't have the Waning Rift. And with a bash and with a shotgun, the puck is put into the ground. TeamSpirit starting off strong with 2 kills for themselves across mid and top right now.
it's all about the laning phase. It's all about that start, and it looks pretty good. It's looking nice. Oh, Snapfire looking to go mid, playing off of the 6 on the Lone Druid.
Try and keep an eye on both of these. Kasani's being dived pretty deep.
That is a
Mongrada,
wild
he's gonna
attempt
be okay.
of a rotation.
Yeah, and Ergon's actually taking a decent amount of damage in response as Roger comes through. Nice stun onto both the bear and the druid himself. Kasani, though, a little bit nervous to come in. He knows the threat of the cookie is there. And Ergon's just throwing the bear at him right now. And the root's actually going to come off. Huskar in trouble, throwing out the fire, but the damage comes in. It doesn't make a difference. Kasani gets dropped. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they get the kill onto Nomad simultaneously. So HellRaisers finally able to find themselves one. They get the Abaddon. That'll do.
Okay, this is not the start that you want from your Huskar. Like, not
No,
gonna lie, I
two deaths
expected
so
this
far.
lane to be a little bit healthier for the Huskar, but I guess if you get that root in the wrong place, additionally with that double rotation after the first death, leading to the second death, it makes it pretty hard. I think the concerning part for this... Sorry, go on.
It seems like the trouble here is that the inner fire doesn't seem to have the radius to push back the disarm the druid himself, so he's still able to, or maybe just keeping himself out of range. Maybe Ergon's playing it well. I'll try and keep an eye on it, but yeah, he is really giving Kasani a good old rustling here.
Yeah, I'd say potentially going for more points in the fire might have been the play against this lone druid. You know, increase the disarm duration, then play from there.
Bottom lane.
Radiant's
Next, he's
turret
having some
has
fun
been
with Non-Grata and Immersion, all by himself. Well, oh no, Mposhka is still here. Okay, for some reason I had a fever dream about Mposhka heading elsewhere, but it was just that in the end.
Phonic. Soon gonna have the Veil as well. For rushing Veil, it's interesting. I think it's gonna be instant kill potential in this Void. He's kind of left alone. I think even though you're killing this Huskar, he's forcing away the supports on TeaSpirit to move mid, right? So now this Phonic's now going to kind of be put back into the game. You can see Void hit 6, wants to move bottom, instantly trying to use the Chrono. Potentially, if there's any damage, but gets the Rage off.
There it is. Yeah, Rage is out. LTW trying his best here, but he's also taking a lot of damage himself. But a nice bash following the Chrono. Immersion coming in as well with the
There it
blast.
is.
There they go. They will get the kill, and now they move their attention towards Mposhka as well. Mposhka going to be the second attempt here, and with the shield, is it going to be enough to bring him down? It's not actually, because he was in the fog of war, which means he doesn't get hit by it. Continuing to eat his way through the trees. Immersion managing to land the fade, but Mposhka still surviving. Phonic chasing him as well. Roger going to die at top, but Immersion's the one being targeted right now as Phonic jumping forwards, being careful. He needs to get himself back and does do so successfully.
Again, Void really showing like this is the classic move that you have on these like heroes of big
my
six,
bad.
like Gyro, Void. Oh, perfectly fine.
Sorry.
It's just that he's just trying to take the creeps off the tower. It's his first rotation into an objective. Like you force heroes bottom, perfectly fine. But now Ergon, he's level 8 on level 6 Kasani.
That doesn't matter. They've got the cookie, they've got the shotgun, they've got the root, they've got the
trying to
kill.
summon the root.
Easy peasy. Roger unable to do much, and now is also even getting run down himself. This pesky bear is not leaving him. There it is. There it is. Came in the end. You gonna get this? No.
Yeah.
2-man stun.
TeaSpirit now have such a firm control on the map. This mid play from Lone Druid, the support rotation.
Oh, okay.
Oh
all right.
no.
It's all right. It's all right. Misha just guessing it, kind of.
Unfortunate.
Meanwhile, Mongrada's losing a fight with Nyx here, but just trying to hold the
TP back to
tower.
the mid lane.
Oh, did he?
The fear for TeaSpirit right now is if they continue being aggressive and then they overstep their mark into a puck coil or eventually when A is 6 that blast. So as you see here, they're playing behind the tower. You have the cookie to disconnect away from the cold feet, but it's the continued aggression that TeaSpirit need to apply. You don't really want to give any space for Huskar to get any items. Lifestealer right now, he's just chilling, hitting some creeps, you know, trying to live life. But you want to put pressure on one of these cores. If both of them have a good start, it's going to be hard to kill. Like, when you rely so much on your Chrono being your primary lockdown, you need to find the damage in that lockdown. Of course, you got the Snapfire, beautiful combination between the two of those heroes. But if Lifestealer gets Rage off, no damage. If Huskar gets a bit tankier, maybe he gets that BKB as well, you're not going to kill him. So I think TeaSpirit, they need to try and take as much control of the map right now to at least prolong those items, those levels by 10-15 minutes.
Right, so you're saying it's going to get worse before it gets better for TeamSpirit if they don't try and get some crazy momentum going?
I don't think we need to be like crazy, but just just have a firm control on the map. So you're forcing cores to farm the same half. You don't want them to have like an even 50-50 split at this stage of the game. Especially if you've got Chrono up.
Grana with a cheeky deny up in the top lane. Next didn't exactly play very well into it. Uh-oh. He's just going to get run down, and it looks like Puck's heading the same way as well, so straight up trade. Funnick for Puck right now. Funnick for Misha. Not much else going to happen down here, though. But again, TeamSpirit with the favourable trade.
So what you need to do, just keep running at them. Maybe Misha not dying is probably the better part, but overall, moving down here, taking towers. You got one hero just sitting top. He's going to have to do a quick reset, but how does HellRaisers push, right? Lifestealer doesn't really push. Puck, Huskar, they push out lanes, but they don't really do anything else, right? So
yeah, it's...
like, TeamSpirit are kind of in their element right now.
Absolutely. Funnick's just going to throw down the call for a 300
coil.
gold. Thank you very much. Appreciate that a lot.
Dire structures are
Lovely bear.
Doesn't really matter. Instant resummon.
This tower does not seem to be lasting very long, and I don't know. HellRaisers, they don't seem to have many options. I mean, Huskar losing mid was not in their game plan at all, obviously, and it's completely sent them loose.
Well, Lifestealer as a hero naturally doesn't really play the map until he has Maelstrom or Halberd or Armlet Deso. In this game, he's going for the Armlet, so he's not playing until he's got another like 4k gold in his inventory. Like, that means it's so hard, and Huskar doesn't have a game. In reality, he's level 8, so how do you actually play the map right now? You've got 3 heroes, like underleveled supports, a Puck with just a Veil. Like, it's so hard for them to actually move around.
Kasani scene here, just catching the tail end of that haste rune as the lift comes out onto Roger as he tries to go for the stun, but Emergent turning around quickly. Kasani trying to finish the job, but the cookie might just save him. Nope, the flames will burn him away. Kasani gets a kill, but he's in trouble now himself, using the inner fire, and then Armlet toggling himself up, trying to find the bet. Meanwhile, Ice Blast comes flying on through, but look at the damage coming through onto the Huskar, but another good toggle going to put him in a pretty good position to turn around. Onto Nongrana, diving forwards, gets a kill, and now looking towards the Snapfire as well. They are doing it. HellRaisers, they finally find a fight here. Kasani with some really nice little plays in there, just using the inner fire along with the Armlet to buy himself the space, the health, the time he needs to turn that fight around, keep on surviving, and eventually end up with 3 kills going their way. That is really good for HellRaisers.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this is the part where TeamSpirit, the biggest mistake they can make right now is trying to achieve too much on the map with their early lead that they had, and now one by one they're falling. It's showing in multiple lanes as well.
Roger tries to come in, and unfortunately, Current Reflex, it doesn't matter, they still get it. They roast the bear. Roast bear for dinner. Gonna make a lovely midday snack as they continue this attack on the tower, but it looks like TeamSpirit are willing to defend this one. Where is that Void? Where is that Chrono? It's not up for a very long time.
No, this should be a disengage, though, from HellRaisers.
Yeah. Oh,
no way that you can take this fight.
What a route. Goodbye,
So
Funnick.
skillful.
Yeah,
What
what a...
the RNG.
Oh, gosh, it's so good.
But no, it's touching back onto that point, it's HellRaisers. They capitalize on the fact that TeamSpirit, they get a bit overconfident. They show a hero top pushing out that wave. You see a hero already disconnect, and 3 heroes are on the Radiant side. So HellRaisers are able to punish that kind of split map placement that TeamSpirit are kind of showing, and they can get their kills. The issue is simply after those kills and the continued aggression, you're now put in a position where you have to still respect that you're underfarmed, underleveled, and Void, Snapfire, will demolish you. You can't really dive too deep, because Lone Druid, if he has his bear up, you can't really run past the bear, because as you saw, he hits the roots, Puck dies. So.
Just like in real life, you can't run past a bear. We'll end badly for you.
You have to play dead against bear. Wait, is that it? No.
No. There's not really
you have
much
to scream at it, right?
Bears, to be honest.
That's true, you just die, or get mauled, I don't know.
Generally, but bears aren't like super mean. Generally, if you just make some noise. Well, I used to live in the Rocky Mountains in Canada, where we were surrounded by bears. So, yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, we got all the talking to, and all the information. But basically, they're probably not going to attack you. All you just need to do is make sure it's there. The only time they attack you is if you surprise them. So that's why a lot of cyclists get attacked by them, because you're pretty quiet when you're on a bike, and then a bear's just like, what the hell, and just turns around. There's this thing running near them, and they're just like, whoa, danger, and runs over and kills it. And it's like, oh wait, that wasn't danger, that was a human. My bad.
Gulp.
Anyway.
Right, note to self, don't live in the Rocky Mountains of... Oh, to be honest, I don't exercise, right? I don't get on bikes, so I'm pretty chill. I could probably live there.
Yeah, it was quite surreal. Right, I had a bear spray bottle rather than a water bottle in my water bottle holder on my bike, and a bell around my handlebars to make sure the bears knew I was
bear
coming.
bell.
Yeah, yeah, so that they could hear you coming a mile off and wouldn't be like, "Whoa, a person there!" and try and kill it. It's just like, all right, it's another dumbass human with a bell on its bike. What a loser.
Oh, Immersion though in the top lane. He might be the person without the bear bell.
Oh dear, yeah.
He was just cycling through the top lane. They got spooked.
He
Oh,
did
Huskar though
indeed, and-
dying.
Oh, that's a bigger one. Was that a chrono? It was.
yeah.
Oh, we missed the combo. God damn it.
Ah, but everyone's seen it a million times before. It's fine. We could describe it for you if you'd like. Oh,
Oh,
hold
they're
up.
unleashing though a different combo coming in the other way as they're trying to bring down the
Okay.
void, and they will be able to do just that. Roger,
But
Funnick,
look
and
at Roshan.
Maposhka.
Instantly move across. Sure, the void overstayed is welcome. That was really bad.
damage.
But instant DD into Roshan. We saw it in the last game with the
They had
Doom
no
and the
idea.
Morphling. The Doom did die to it.
Scan comes in.
Scan has identified this
They're
for
going to
sure.
make it in time. This
No,
Bears
they-
Roshan's going down very quickly. Funnick is
How
making
do
his
they
way
fight?
over, but he doesn't have
Oh,
coil.
Nick's
Oh,
body.
okay. All
Hold
right.
up.
Lysia is running straight into the pit, and they're actually going to be able to kill the bear. Fine.
There we
Fine.
go.
We're completely wrong. The resummon comes in. Nyx is joining them, though, and then they manage to get the Curse of Avernus. A nice two-man stun, but the cookie comes forward. 3 heroes all grouped together. Boshka running forward. Doesn't have mana for the Ice Blast, though, so not
That's
much
his
he can
second
do here.
bear.
Ergon's being run down. They're trying to get the
Kill the
second one.
bear.
It's being
He has no bear
roasted.
now.
Roast bear for dinner once again. They must be getting full up of the stuff, but into Roche's pit they go. Huskar leading the charge. Nyx right behind him
Jack
as well.
cyclist that we've seen in the Rocky Mountains.
It's absolutely. Maposhka, Misha's already trying to make something happen,
Team
but
Spirit.
they
no,
are
no.
getting desperate. Roshan gonna go the way of HellRaisers. Huskar picks it up, puts that Aegis in his pocket, and is gonna probably start getting to work on some towers, one would imagine.
Yeah, I was initially concerned that the Roshan would fall a little bit quicker, and that Nyx would just be a little bit too late and just kind of walk around. But no, I think I personally didn't. I overvalued the damage that they could really put out, and yeah, it's really good just delaying that just a little bit and taking over. But this is why Huskar's so annoying, right? He doesn't have a good lane. Overall, his game isn't really that good. But if you put him in the position of taking a fight that is in your favor, you can just roll over. Like right now with the Aegis. Oh, nice. Get rid of that. Even now with the Aegis, it's so much easier for him to play. Like recovers how poor his start to the game was.
Yeah, it's made a huge difference. It just completely changes the way this Huskar is allowed to play the game, you know, whereas previously being the sniveling, scared little child, now he's got an Aegis, he can die twice.
It gives him that safety net against the Void Snapfire combo, especially because he's not tanky enough right now to survive the combo itself. So yeah, it gives him just a very simple way to push. And you can see how Funnick's playing right now. He's just trying to skip every wave, keep heroes in the bottom side of the map, so that if HellRaisers want to make a move, you're going to either trade the bot tower or at least trade some damage whilst making moves elsewhere. So I really like the setup right now from HellRaisers.
Grandma's Cookie goes astray, but LTW is on top of Funnick right now, and he's got a Chronosphere, and he's just got
Oh,
to
there
throw
we
it
go.
on down. See ya later, Funnick. Ah, there's a combo. Looking beautiful.
is-
The celebratory Mortimer's kisses.
But like, as much as that's a pick off onto the puck, you've now got 100 seconds of no Snapfire or 150 of no Void. You've got an Aegis on your Huskar. This should be an instant forward move into the dire side if you play together and Maposhka doesn't get picked off to the Lone Druid, which looks pretty likely at this point.
Oh, but elsewhere, what the?
RTW.
What?
It was
Roger
a
and
infest
Nick.
inside
Oh,
Nyx. Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, that's the Desolator reveal as well, so it's
Yeah.
enough damage along with the Meteor Hammer.
Sure.
Wow, what a cascade
Did
of
you miss it, mate?
timings.
Did you miss that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just be
little
honest. Okay, that's unfortunate.
bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry, you know, it's third best of 3. I feel like we'd have a pretty good day in terms of camera work so far. So you know,
That's true. No, it's been stellar. I have not watched it because I have my own perspective, but I'm
we
sure
caught
you're
everything.
doing great.
We caught it all.
Yeah. Well, between the two of us, but they just don't see what I see. And I don't see what you see, so the magic. Well, there's still a 80-second cooldown on the Chronosphere, so I'd like to see some aggression coming out from HellRaisers. You know, really kind of show them what your draft's meant to do. You've got Armlet Deso on your Lifestealer. You're building towards the AC. That means if you ever get onto the Lone Druid, he's going to melt. We described those activities occurring during the draft, and I think right now, Funnick about to get his Blink Dagger, most likely going Ags after that. HellRaisers, they fixed their laning stage issues that they really had.
Yeah, they did. They managed to dig upwards and get themselves out of this hole, and now they're taking on tier 2 towers, which is feeling pretty good for them right now.
Yeah. And you have to compare the impact between, I think, right now the biggest factor in this lineup is you have the Puck, who's got Veil, Bots, Blink, be able to push out lanes, be a nuisance. On the other side, you got Abaddon, who's just kind of in the game, right? He's just kind of there. He's not really doing as much.
This is exactly why I didn't like this pick. He's just a do-nothing hero. It's a very noob term of mine, but yeah, you got, you know, a bunch of... Yeah, he's got some nice purges. They're starting their fight right now as Nyx is inside the Huskar, and they're going to jump out onto Nongrado. He does get the ultimate off. The Ice Blast is going to go astray, but it doesn't really matter. They've got the lockdown from Roger here. Nyx coming over as well. It's taken some time. There's side fight going on as Rubik playing with Funnick. Nongrado does get finished off. Oh, yeah, okay, all right. We also have Ancient Apparition being going down. The Ancient Apparition's going to die as well. Meanwhile, Immersion, he should actually escape this one. Funnick keeps on going with a stolen phase shift. Not ideal, but there you go. Dodging out the orb as well. He's still living for now. The right click's coming through. Does find it in the end. Meanwhile, Nyx trying to find Ergon's bear across the board. Yeah, I don't... Oh, Chronosphere. We're not done yet. And in come the kisses from on high. Here we go. But it's not quite enough. Roger's surviving. He's going to live through this. He's got the invis to keep himself healthy. ILTW with his BKB is not getting much done. Yeah, exactly. He needs to die now.
In 3.
Looks like he's not gonna.
Perfectly fine.
Yep. So.
Yeah, and as much as the Snapfire Void combo is pretty strong, not when you're just wildly throwing on the Nyx that unfortunately you're not able to kill. So HellRaisers are still in their peak right now.
Is this too aggressive, maybe? But Misha's not making out that cliff, so he's going to go down. Nyx just finds a little freebie. Thank you very much.
He doesn't care.
Mwah, delicious snack roll of Snapfire. I wonder how Mortimer tastes. Probably, well, pretty spicy. There's actually a tower hitting this Nyx assassin right now. But, 3-man stun. Yeah. Hello. Ice Blast going to come in and try and give them a backup. Roger gets dropped.
With the stills, honestly.
Yeah, it's
keeping
nice
his team in the game right there.
Well, somewhat. Yep, they are starting to bleed, actually, as Huskar's going to be the next target. Look at this bear going to town. Funnick, he doesn't have anything to help now. He's just going to have to bail on his homie right now, and unfortunately, still being chased. He should make it away. I don't think they have the capabilities to chase this Puck across the map, but still, I mean, 3 heroes dead on the side of HellRaisers. Just letting that chase last a little bit too long. Heroes start respawning, and then shit gets bad.
They had the option to, with no chrono up, they could push mid, but instead, they play directly into a choke point. And if you look at the vision in this area, where Dire has superior vision. They got the low ground next to the entrance and the high ground area, and they take the fight deep in this kind of cove behind the tier 2 tower. So not what you want to see. I know, of course, you're trying to play around the fact that there is no big ultimates, but you have to respect the fact that Lone Druid does so much damage, especially if his bear can just A-click in the fight, and you've already used your lockdown on the back of the fight. So yeah.
Oh no, Nyx gets stunned up whilst TPing by ILTW. They're gonna have to rage here as well as he spots the. Has he got anybody to jump in? A creep.
The Nyx is running over. Anybody? You're probably gonna see.
Come on, sir, your taxi is here.
There we go. Get in. Yep. Skirt.
That's a 5 out of 5
the
Uber
instant
score right now.
though.
But wait a minute, it's not done yet. The Puck is looking for something, but he's going to get stunned up. He has got the coil if he can actually get out of this stun lock right now. I'm not sure he can. He's going to get dropped, and now Roger's like, uh-oh. This is never mind. This is the worst Uber I've ever seen in my life. That's a 1-star Uber right there. Down goes the driver, and it looks like the passenger's going to be heading the same way. Can they find the bashes? Ergon trying to chase. The bears on the run as well. Cookie on forwards. He's going to have to turn around and use the open wounds, but with Void on top of him, he's going to be put to sleep. Good night, sir. It's a triple kill for ILTW, and the Uber to death
just took him in the wrong direction.
Crap. Yeah,
I wanted to go home, and he was like, nope, you're going back to the clubs. Like, too much activity there. Like,
yeah. Damn it.
And I understand the play
up on the sticky floor.
The play's good if you can get the coil onto the void, and then you have the impale and you have the combo. The issue is the Puck instantly dies from bashes, doesn't use coil, and then the Lifestealer can never get out of the Nyx because he's just not close enough. Yeah, so quite a series of misplays coming out from those three those three heroes. Sorry,
Nyx playing Nyx inside Nyx. Interesting.
Void does have Chrono as well, so you have to be quite scared in this situation.
Yeah, they are not afraid to jump the high ground. ILTW is just waiting to pounce. He's got this BKB in 5 seconds. The smoke's coming out. They're looking to respond to
This
this
is just going to be the fade back, a classic move. Although this time there was a ward to see this, so it's not going to be as effective as the usual.
Yeah,
You say that. The fade back is now such a standard play nowadays in the great arsenal of Dota 2 tactics. It's we hit tier 3, we back away from tier 3, we then stand on the high ground and we kill them. Like it's such a well-known move now, so teams shouldn't really fall for it at this stage of the game.
Dire's bottom tower
Snap.
This bear just by himself attacking his tier 2 tower pretty casually. Not much they can do, but let it fall.
Oh, in the puck.
And, puck.
In the puck lane, in the bot lane, sorry. Puck just bashed
Well,
up
it is
in
Puck's
Chrono.
lane. Yeah. See you later, buddy. Chrono on cooldown, but doesn't mean much. Meanwhile, Kasani, is he okay here? He's on the run. Nick's trying to slow down this bear, but in comes a shield as well from the Rubik, keeping it going.
Praying for a route that he's just not getting.
Yeah. Wait, no,
Oh,
Rubik's got
no
them.
puck
Why does
means
the
go
shield look
push.
green? I don't know.
Because it's a Rubik shield.
It wasn't
No,
a
it
Rubik
wasn't.
shield. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I thought.
I'm just
Some
chatting.
weird cosmetic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that again next time. Curious.
Things that make you go, That's a very niche reference. I hope you get it.
Now, it feels like we're just waiting for that clock, waiting for Roshan, see when he's up. Not yet is the answer.
37
seconds.
seconds.
Is
Oh.
the actual answer.
Oh, it's actually 33 now, so no.
Oh, got me.
Real good. Well, I think HellRaisers, they are in quite a spot of bother because Huskar only has 2 items, really wants to try and build towards Satanic. If this smoke, if they can actually pick someone off, then great. You know, the Huskar still plays well, but you're finding the bear,
Melee
you're
coming
finding
out.
literally no hero.
On to 2, once again. Nakes on the Knicks, inside the Knicks. A bit confusing, but we'll get there. LTW is going to be the target. They might actually be able to bring him down in time here. They've got the Meteor Hammer to keep him locked down, and they get him! LTW taken down instantly, and now they look towards the Abaddon as well. Abaddon forced to pop the borrowed time, but unfortunately, they're just going to layer up these burning spears, keep him coming in, keep that damage stacking up, and down he will go. Non-Grata going to be the second kill here as TeamSpirit bleed away too, and Roshan,
And
guess
there's
what?
Roshan.
He's waiting.
Crikey. What was the Void doing? Just in the river, like.
He was looking for a chrono. He was trying to sneak around the sidelines, look for a chrono, look for the game-winning chrono opening to finish things off. But unfortunately, yeah, there is a.
But you
Nick
have to
Sasson-
play off of the map, right? You play off of the
exactly.
your high ground, where your team draws a line, right? You have to play from that point. When you try and leave your team and make that big wrap around, you only do that if you have a smoke, the Shadow Blade. Sure, he's got the Shadow Blade on him right now, but TeamSpirit giving HellRaisers a little bit of a lifeline.
Just a little bit, yeah. They certainly have. Well, now HellRaisers, you have the momentum.
Oh, Roger,
you
look at the
have
bot lane. Hold up.
They're jumping again. Ergon's going to be the target. Stun does miss, though. Is it going to be enough to keep blood? No, it's not. They still get the kill. Ergon gets dropped, and these cores, they're just getting caught out by Roger. He's earning his Superstars back again.
Yeah, he's currently got like that gank was like a 3-star review where it's like swift journey.
Chrono up top, though. They found the
bit of
puck.
small talk.
Ooh, disarm, though. That's Heaven's Halberd coming through. Oh, unfortunately, the
Big
lift is
lift,
catching
big
out. Yeah,
lift.
funny. The immersion very quick on his fingers there. Meanwhile, Misha. Oh, I'm not sure what he's doing here. And I don't think he's sure what he was doing there either. And that's a Chronosphere gone. You know, they get the puck with it, but he's got buyback. He's got boots of travel. He's coming straight back in. They're seeing a real opportunity to do some serious damage to the side of TeamSpirit right now.
Yeah. This is the thing though with Huskar. Like, look, his items look horrendous. His position, his net worth in the game looks upsetting. But if you get a kill, it becomes so much more pressure because it's a Huskar, right? Like, you need numbers to be able to deal with him. So this Nyx Lifestealer combo, killing that Lone Druid into instant aggression, really good from HellRaisers. So yeah, we spoke about this lifeline. I think that the couple mistakes from Spirit, giving away that free Roshan, has instantly led to HellRaisers being somewhere in the driving seat for being able to just move around this map. Just, yeah, and
Tier 3 down.
the most underwhelming repair kit in the history of repair kits.
Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot despite its best efforts. That hammer pounding away, but will not keep the melee barracks up. And
Nope.
in we get. Kasani going to be sped up by his friend. Thank you very much.
What a interesting. Telescope. Yeah, I just didn't know what to say there. You know, I was like, sure, Infest, cool, nice.
Yeah, boots on the other foot now though.
What's your opinion on the fact that Infest is 25% move speed, 1200 HP, jump inside your boy, like
400 damage, let's not forget. Oh, nice little bit of explosion damage coming out.
ooh,
Very cool, very cool.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. I think it completely changes the spell. You know, you now have the option of course, infest bombing people, but also
yeah,
saving it for the middle of fights. If you can get inside your fellow core and then just buff somebody up for like half the team fight after you've dumped all your spells and your rage is gone, then it's super good.
You know what I'd like to see in this game? After Abyssal Blade, he goes for the Axe. And then he enables his Huskar even more. You know, he can start the fight, play once his rage is down, and like he might feel a little bit more
Raid boss
vulnerable.
status.
Yeah, like I saw a game yesterday, in just a casual game with some mates. Played against a Lifestealer Medusa, where the Lifestealer went for an Axe, like 4th item, and this Medusa was like raid boss with Rapier. They lost the game luckily because the Lifestealer just had an Axe, right? But
Right, okay.
but like the concept alone was like 4th item enable, but more importantly, smoke coming onto potentially the Huskar here, Void using the Shadow Blade to get the break off Silver Age.
Yeah, they're really far away. The Nyx Assassin and the Lifestealer are a long way away, but it seems like they're actually unwilling to commit to this one, TeamSpirit.
But it all has the Aegis.
Yeah, exactly.
Expires in a minute 9.
Really big issue here for TeamSpirit, so they don't decide to bring down that Aegis. And meanwhile, Roger, he's just hunting around the backlines. But do they have the vision for the Faceless Void? Doesn't look like they do so. Instead, they go on to oh my god, where has he gone?
Deleted.
Disappears. Meanwhile, Immersion steals the Rage, then steals the Spike Carapace as well. Meanwhile, a BKB from Void, and they are just staring at him whilst he uses it. They don't even care. Sani starts dealing in the damage, but he's got the time walk up into the high ground. Meanwhile, Baden, not quite so lucky, gonna go for the TP out here, and they're just trying to set him on fire as much as possible, but I don't think 12 spheres is going to be enough to actually do any kind of damage inside the base, although...
It's so
With the
disgusting.
Ice Blast,
the amount of
Jesus
damage.
Christ, that was close.
Like the amount of damage that Lifestealer does when he pops out onto the Lone Druid, like,
Yeah.
whew. And that is the downfall of a Lone Druid. If you can get onto the main hero, he does die if you have minus on him.
Yeah, he's not a big boy.
Has fallen.
Once again, these very underwhelming repair kits doing their best, trying as hard as they can to keep these buildings alive. But unfortunately,
You have AC, you've got Deso. Repair Kit is a terrible item in this instance.
indeed. Well, Aegis has now run out. You know, pretty obvious as well, dangling right in front of their faces. But
If the Lifestealer hits, there we go.
there we are.
Dire's middle
As long as the
Best way to
Lifestealer hits
comes
the racks, it's a terrible item. In this instance. Oh, look, the Void. Oh no.
Oh dear. Oh dear. He tried to make the plays, gets caught out by the Ice Blast, forced to pop the Chronosphere, gets both the cores inside of it.
Doesn't
Okay,
have
Mortimer's
the
Kiss is
Aegis.
coming over. Oh, he's off. See you later. Gets popped by Funnick. Doesn't really matter. Even with the Mortimer's Kisses coming in over the top. I mean, they've dropped the lives here at the very least, but the trade kills are starting to come in now for HellRaisers. A buyback on the Lifestealer, helping him get back into the fight, but it looks like this
There
one
it
is
is.
over. They will call it. GG comes out, and HellRaisers, they do manage to turn this game around and then lose hold of the game, then turn it back around again. So, 2 turnarounds, looking good. But no, they do manage to secure this for game number 1 in their favor against the Void and the Lone Druid.
I think the best way to I guess, summarize this game is Huskar had a really rough start, but continued to play with his team, have presence, not feel like he had to wait for items. I think the worst thing that is going to happen for HellRaisers is if you play defensive, waiting for, okay, guys, I need to wait for this item. I need to wait for this item. It's not. Like, they still played together as a team. And the most defining moments in these games was, 1, the Void just wildly being around the map and just getting picked off. And 2, the Nyx Lifestealer, the fact that they were playing so well together. Of course, it's quite easy to have that kind of movement, but just the fact that when they got to their items, instant rotations, instant pickoffs, and they always found the Lone Druid. Like, if the Nyx Lifestealer did not find the Lone Druid in these fights, I'm sure it would have been way much harder to play these fights with the bear just chipping away at you. But 2 critical pickoffs there and multiple Void poor positioning led to HellRaisers just being able to utilize their draft and win the game.
Absolutely. So that's going to be it for game number 1. But of course, this is a best of 3 series here in this group stage. We've got 2 more games potentially coming up if TeamSpirit can equalize. If not, there's going to be a clean 2-0 for HellRaisers. Can they pull it off? Well, game number 2 is going to be coming up just around the corner. My name is Nomad. He is TeaGuvnor, and we'll see you very shortly for game number 2 of HellRaisers versus TeamSpirit here at the Parimatch League Season 2 on Beyond the Summit.